I begin with my friends though. Before I begin, my friends though, your text messages are brought to you by Afrodan. Your back must last you a lifetime, and Glyco Critical Illness Plan GSIP. Glyco, we cushion you for life. Now, Afrodan is offering you today the most comfortable chair in the world, the Nightingale Extreme Comfort Chair. With over 10 thoughtfully engineered features, especially customized for your health and comfort, working has never had us this good. So go to Afrodan on the first floor of the Swansea Shopping Arcade and feel this chair. You will be amazed. All right. So, ladies first. I mean, even though women are empowered, we are gentlemen. So, ladies first.
Equity.
So, Joyce, what do you do as Purple Trends?
Okay, so Purple Trends, it's an accessories fashion line. So, over the years, we've evolved from beaded accessories to fascinators. So, when I started, it was basically necklaces and then flip-flops. But now, I have beaded bags, African print bags. I have fascinators and hats as well. And I've also launched my African print shirts for men. So in a couple of days, we'll be zooming into full
African
marketing.
print production.
Yes.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Powerful. Okay, so a few more questions about that. But Bright, let me ask you as well. Hillbill Shoes, what do you do?
Okay, so Hillbill is a fully Ghanaian-owned footwear manufacturing company that specializes in producing top-notch, high-quality shoes for men who care about their personal branding. And so if you come to Hillbill, most of our shoes are targeted towards corporate Ghana. We make sure they are top-notch, the finishing and everything is on point. And so even when you see the shoes, you won't think these shoes are handmade in Ghana, but they're actually handmade in Ghana. Very top-notch quality for all the men out there.
I like the pictures I'm hearing. Very, very well thought through pictures. Okay, so I'm coming back to you, Joyce, because I want to know what got you into the fashion industry in the first place. So what did you do in school?
Interestingly, I haven't studied anything relating to fashion. So from secondary school, I was a science student. Then tertiary, I was in GIJ. Beyond GIJ, I've read project management. I've done stocks and investments, but the fashion came along somewhere after my diploma in GIJ.
Okay.
And it came out of curiosity. I say this everywhere because I saw a beaded Chalowote and I found the concept quite intriguing. So I wanted to try, and then I did. Over the years, it's taking off to a new level because there are a lot of people doing what I do.
Okay.
And to be able to stand out, you need to be able to define your market very well. You need to be able to identify who you want to sell to. You wouldn't want to be like just any other person doing beads or fashion accessories on the market. So for 6 to 7 years now, I have specialized in making bespoke, exquisite, elegant African accessories. Everything is handmade.
Wow.
Everything.
For 6 to 7 years.
Yes.
That alone is a story that we must tell.
Yeah.
I hope you agree.
Yes, please.
This is beautiful. Okay, so I'm coming to you, Bryce, but let me say hi to Amma, who has joined us on the line from Kumasi. Good morning, Amma.
Good morning.
Hope all is well.
All is well here. The weather is beautiful.
Awesome. Here in Accra as well. So we've started, but we just want to know, when we hear Fabulous Woman Network, what should we be thinking?
You should be thinking about women who are fabulous and they are pushing in their own corners to make things happen. So the Fabulous Woman Network is a hub for women in business in the region, in Kumasi and elsewhere, who, do different things in their own corners. We organize events to bring these women together. We do networking events. We do trainings, especially entrepreneurial skills development training for them as well.
Okay, so you sort of have a bird's eye view of the business environment in Kumasi, particularly when it comes to women. Great. I have so much I want to hear from you. But let me come to Bright now. Bright, what made you want to go into business in general before you even chose fashion?
Okay, so when I got to the university,
Which university?
University of Ghana.
Okay.
All right. So I had a course I was doing, but then at the time I realized that I was just going for lectures, and then I come back to the hostel, watch movies, and then have some time with friends. Yeah. So I felt like there was a lot of time that I had on my hand that I could use for something. So I thought maybe I could start a business on the side as an extracurricular activity, and then add it to the lectures and stuff that I'm going. So fast forward, I started a business. I thought of having a business, and then the fashion thing came to mind when I got some pair of shoes some time ago from the market. It was made in Ghana, but it didn't take long and it got spoiled. And so, imagine going for a board meeting and all of a sudden the sole of your shoe comes off. How are you going to feel? Frustrated, like disappointed and all that. My shoes give me confidence. And so I never wanted that moment to happen to me. I never wanted that situation to happen to me. And so when I had that experience, I decided to take up the challenge to produce handmade shoes in Ghana, but with high quality materials, so that it will last, it will be durable for people like me, for myself and for people like me. And so that was how come the fashion thing came to mind, and then the business mind as well.
So this is interesting. You wanted to do a business.
Exactly.
Okay. And then you later discovered fashion.
Exactly.
That's awesome. How long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing this for 4 to 5 years.
4 to 5 years. Okay. Amma, I hope you're there. Hi, Amma. Is Amma on the line?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So I have with me two business people in the studio. One has been working for 7 years. One has been working for 5 years.
Right.
Typically, for someone who has been doing running a startup for this period of time in Ghana, what is your expectation? What do you expect them to have by now?
By now, they should be recognized as a company, no more a startup, because, after 3 years, you should have found your way around. You should be employing more, expand. You should be looking at expanding, or should have expanded already, You should have grown, really.
So what would be your measure of growth? Since you work with a lot of these companies, we want you to provide this metric for us. What would be your measure of growth? How many workers, maybe monthly turnover? Give us some numbers.
Well, it depends on the industry, really. But for instance, so if you started with one employee, which is really yourself, you should have at least had between 5 and 15 or up to 20, actually even more, depending on what industry if you're in production and things like that. The lady, for instance, is doing beads, so she could have perhaps 20, 30 people working under her. So she's also feeding a lot of people. Her revenues should grow beyond 100%, her profit margin. She should actually be making profits as well. From year 3. I don't expect that year 1 you're already making profits, because you're making a lot of purchases and all that. But by year 3, 4, 5, you should be making substantial profits, enough to be able to expand and sustain the business as well.
When you started speaking, I saw them smiling. I don't know if that was the experience.
Okay, then I should also be smiling here.
Okay, so hold on for me. Bright, when did you make your first profit? Or have you made your first profit?
This year.
In your 5th year is when you made your first profits. How about you, Joyce?
Mine was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. So in your 3rd year. No. So you are in your 6th year
7
now.
years, yeah.
So okay, pick one so that we can
Let's
be specific.
deal with 6.
6.
Yeah.
Okay, so in about your 4th year, which is about the same time for the two of you, and you're in similar industries. I want to understand, Bryce, you make the shoes yourself. Are you in charge of the production of the shoes?
Yes.
Okay, so these guys are your employees.
Exactly. So I started. I was just me when I started, but currently have a team of 12 people. 12. 6 of them are skilled shoemakers that I employ.
And the other 6?
They are administrative workers, marketers, graphic designers.
But why do you need so many administrative? You have just as much people doing administration as you have in production.
Okay, what happens is every part of the business is important. In as much as the production is important, you need someone to be helping with the branding aspect in terms of designing your flyers and stuff like that. So they're not full-time employees. I mean, so they're part-time. That's that. And then the people, our career service as well, those who are dispatching for us, they're also part-time employees.
Oh, okay. So you haven't, for instance, outsourced your courier service to a company that does courier?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So they are kind of working with
Okay.
us.
Who are your, let's take with full-time employees who you pay every month?
The skilled shoemakers.
That's 6.
6.
The rest
And
of them you pay as and when you need them.
There's also a shop attendant. That's also a full-time.
7.
There's an accountant who is a part-time. Okay, so the full are 7.
7 plus yourself,
Myself and then my partner, so 9.
So 9.
Yeah.
You have 9 full-time workers for this company.
Right.
And Joyce,
We are 6.
you are 6.
Yeah.
But that depends on your model, right?
Yeah, it depends on my model. And then again, I also have people I train. So sometimes it's able to take off some of the workload as to how many people I need to employ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Amma, would you say that these are businesses that are doing well? I mean, this is what you do, right? You build capacity of businesses and you help infill their gaps. So,
Right.
Bright has 9 full-time employees, 3 casual. Joyce has, we couldn't get the time to go into the nitty-gritty of what they do. But given that model, you have 6 full-time employees, including yourself.
Yeah.
Great. So, what does that tell you about the health of their businesses?
Hello.
I'm listening. Yes, you're here.
Yes, I'm actually impressed. They are doing well. I know they can do more, but they are actually doing well, given the number of years and knowing the terrain and some of the challenges we face. So I have to commend them. They are young and they are doing the best that they can. There's, of course, room for improvement, but I wish I could pat them on there. But 9 and then 6 employees, that is really good.
Yes, and again, it's like I said, it depends on how they run it, because I know Joyce, for instance, doesn't make the things herself. You make the things
Yes,
yourself,
I
but
do.
you use your students.
Most of the work is done by me.
Oh, okay.
The finishing, it's something that I take a lot of delight in. So a student may start, a worker may start, but I do the finishing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. But how scalable is that model, if I may ask? So, I mean, we want to look at a Donna Karan or a Cartier coming from Ghana. If that should be a Purple Trends, how scalable is that?
Okay, so as the demand goes up, definitely there is going to be measures being put in place to ensure that at least somebody that also has the eye of quality that I do would be able to do what I'm supposed to. Yeah.
Okay. And there's also, I mean, this is just, since this is a conversation, there's also the idea of making stock products and making bespoke products, so that you can have stock products that are coming from an assembly line and still keep the bespoke line.
Yeah.
So that would have of course, that will be more expensive, obviously.
Yeah.
But then, am I saying exactly? Am I giving good advice?
You are.
Oh, yes.
All right. So, let's come to what has happened. Joyce, I'm beginning with you again. What has happened between 6 years ago and now?
A lot has happened. I remember when I started, I was working, so I was doing that part-time. I was doing Purple Trends part-time.
Working as what?
I did digital marketing.
Okay.
I did business development. Yeah. So in 2016, March 1st, which was my birthday, I decided to go full-time into Purple Trends. And I remember May 2016, I won my first award as the best student startup. And then in same year, November, I won Accessory Designer of the Year. When I started the business, it was on a dining table. Then when I lived with my auntie, so when I had to move out, I started working from my porch. Over the 6 years, now I have a showroom, which I'll be opening by the end of this month.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I have 2 workshops. They are container shops, but that's where we do most of the production from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, what a journey. Bryce, how about you?
Well, it hasn't been easy for me too. When I started, it was just me. I had to outsource from the shoemakers. So I'll go to shoemakers from Kantamanto. They make some shoes for me, and I'll carry it all the way to my house at Oyarifa. I bring the shoes to the house and I'll be dispatching them to customers, me myself. So I do the going for the shoes, bring to the house, and doing the delivery as well. So it was very tough for me, very frustrating. There were so many times I felt like I should give up on this business. But most of the time, I felt like giving up on this business. But it's just the determination to succeed. That's what has kept me going, going with this business. So as I speak, I have a team of 12, over the years. And then when I started, I was producing about 10 shoes in a month. But now I make about more than 10 times of that figure.
100 shoes a month.
More than that.
More than 100.
On a monthly basis.
Really
and then our demand currently is about 3 times of what we produce.
Your demand is 300 shoes a month.
Exactly.
So how are you going to cover that gap?
So it's a bit frustrating, especially when we need capital to expand. Get machinery, hire more shoemakers, get a factory space, open up a factory space. So I wrote a letter to the Ministry of Trade for some funding. I actually had the opportunity to meet the Deputy Minister for Trade, that's Carlos Ahenkra. So he encouraged me and he actually directed me to someone at National Board for Small Scale Industry. I think the boss over there, the woman. So I went to meet her and then she promised that she would support the business with some money. So I should write an application and bring it and stuff like that. That was in January. And at the time she was telling me, she sounded very urgent, like I should hurry up, bring the proposal because some monies have been released to them for them to give to young businesses. I brought the application the following day, and then March is ending, I've still not heard anything from them. So it's frustrating. We need if the government wants to support young businesses, they don't just have to pay lip service to it. They have to actually do the work, put in the action, provide the capital that the businesses need to expand. Now, I need money to expand to meet all this demand that's coming, to be able to employ more people.
So if you had the money now, what would you do?
I would hire more people. I would get a bigger factory space. I'll buy more machinery.
So what you need is machinery, people in a bigger space.
Exactly.
How about you, Joyce?
And raw materials too.
In raw material.
Yeah.
How about you?
For me, it's my case is similar to his because I started a shirt line for guys and I've tested the market and the response was very good. But so far, the case has been that I do the design and I outsource it to tailors to do it for me.
Okay.
And when it comes out, the product usually doesn't look like exactly what I wanted. So right now, I really would want to set up my own space with my own machines, employ people, do the work under my supervision, so I get them as I want them to be able to get the business going.
So outsourcing, is it the quality of labor that you have? Is that also a problem?
I think that usually when you outsource, it's not. I don't think it's really about the quality of labor.
Okay.
We are in a part of the world where people take things for granted when there is little or no supervision. The person thinks that I'm the tailor, I'm doing my job, you've brought it to me, you can't tell me how I should do it. Whatever I do for you, you should take it.
So it's professionalism?
Yes, there has been some instances that I have had to reject some of the products.
Okay, I'm coming to Amma. Amma, we have to wrap up in some 6 minutes. So before I come back to the guys for, my other guests for their final comment, what would be your immediate advice to them?
Oh, I think they are pushing through and they should really keep up the good work and find the resources they need. You are in Accra, so you have access to hubs in Accra. In Kumasi, we are now trying to build these hubs and build stronger communities and, try to bargain better prices. One of the biggest issues we are facing is with markets. The guy doing the shoes, forgive me, I forgot the name.
Bright Affair.
Your demand is more than your supply. That's a good problem. For us here, we have ladies producing amazing things and trying to bargain prices. It is a challenge. People are determining how much to buy these products from us, and it's a big challenge. So that's where the hubs come in. When the hubs are resourced, we are able to go and seek higher prices for these women. So for those of you in Accra, you already have the iSpace, the Impact Hubs, and all these Inno Hubs. Make use of them and share resources. I like that the gentleman mentioned something about, you said something board, I couldn't get the name, where
the National Board for Small Scale Industries is at the Ministry of Trade.
Funding. I didn't even know about that, so I had to note these are some of the information we should have access to. Okay, fine, you had the information, but you didn't even get the money. But perhaps if we had a collective body pushing for this, then it won't be just you alone struggling to get it. Because if there's money out there for us, then we should have it. Or we are struggling here. I mean, I'm looking for a hub to do training and development activities for women in Kumasi. You go to a place and they're asking you for 10 years advance, and it's exorbitant amounts. You know? So we need the money. If it's there, then we need to know that, okay, there's money here. I have to commend the NEIP. I know they've given the first batch of people, they are going to the second. That is good. We need more of that. We need more of these resources. If the government, sorry, you didn't ask me to make recommendations, but I have.
But you can go ahead.
Yes, if the government can please resource the hubs, especially outside of Kumasi. When I started my business, I used to have to travel to Accra for everything because nothing was happening here. And that's what actually made us start our first training and development and networking events in Kumasi, because we realized that the need was here for us to be networking and finding out what we're each producing and helping each other. Now we want to do the hubs, but you need X amount of money. We don't have it. Everybody's asking for money. I'm at the stage in my business where I need capital, and my heart is already palpitating, and I'm a very young, fresh girl. So we need, if the government can please resource the already existing hubs, encourage more hubs, especially in the Sunyanis, the Tamales, and Was, outside of Accra, please. Ghana consists of the rest of us too. It would be nice if we all have access to these things that we all need, the mentorship, and then the resources, the money, the machinery, the hubs. We just need a lot of injection into this.
Right. As well. Hold on just a second for me. Glyco on the Starphone app, available on Android and iOS. Glyco Life, we cushion you for life. Now, there were 30 years in the stationery business. Kingdom Books Stationery now offers a 30-day credits facility with no interest charge. We deliver free within Accra, Tema, and surrounding towns. Call us on 0302 764 101 or 762 307 or visit kingdomgh.com. Kingdom Books and Stationery Limited, your number one stop shop for all office essentials, stationery, and furniture. Now, Hollard Life has introduced a life insurance policy that provides total peace of mind and financial security for the entire family. The Adepa Family Plan. The plan, amongst many other benefits, gives free cover to 5 children and guarantees 20% return on all contributions every 5 years. No premium payments upon retirement, yet you and your loved ones will remain covered. Call 0302 799788 and sign up to the Adepa Family Plan today. At Hollard Life, when we say family, we mean family. Adepa will fear. Oh yeah. Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority GRA reminds all VAT and NHIL or Get Fund levy registered businesses that The levy and the Communication Service Tax CST returns for February 2019 should be submitted on the return forms not later than Friday 29th March 2019, which is the last working of the month, which is this Friday. So file your returns early and avoid payment of penalties. For the VAT NHIL Get Fund levy, the penalty is 500 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 10 Ghana cedis per day each day the return is not submitted, pending the coming into use of the modified VAT invoice to reflect the delinking of NHIL and Get Fund levies from VAT NHIL. VAT NHIL Get Fund levy registered businesses are to continue using their stock of the old VAT invoices. So use the old invoice. For CST operators, late filing of returns attracts a penalty of 2,000 Ghana cedis and a further penalty of 500 Ghana cedis for each day the return is not submitted. I hope, Bright and Joyce, you are not owing VAT or GRA, because this is very serious. Remember to submit the February 2019 return forms not later than 29th March 2019, which is the last working day of the month, and avoid paying penalties. For further information, please contact the nearest Domestic Tax Revenue Division DTRD office. Now, it's a super duper deal at Melcom Best Buy promotion. Enjoy amazing cracking deals on selected supermarkets brands such as Sun Magic, Chintal Beer, Rexona, and many more. Remember, terms and conditions apply. Melcom Best Buy promotion. Super duper deals always. Melcom, where Ghana shops. Now, the Ghana Revenue Authority also wishes to remind all taxpayers, companies, entities, individuals, including self-employed persons and partnerships, that the first quarter income tax installment payments for 2019 is due by 31st March 2019. The first quarter installment payments must be settled on or before 31st March 2019. Please note that failure to pay income tax on due date attracts an interest of 125% of the statutory rate compounded monthly on the outstanding tax. As 31st March 2019 falls on a weekend, payment of the income tax must be received at the tax office by 12 noon this Friday, 29th March 2019. Signed by the Commissioner General, #Our Taxes, Our Future. Now, when it comes to claims payment, no one does it better than Enterprise Insurance. In the year 2018, they paid more than 53 million Ghana cedis in claims without blinking an eye to thousands of their customers. The same-day claim payments initiative for vehicles is incredible. Last year, more than 2 million Ghana cedis was paid to vehicle owners in under 45 minutes. So with Enterprise Insurance, when it comes to paying your claims, they don't just pay it. They don't just say it, they actually pay it. Enterprise Insurance, your advantage. Here ends our Ghana Month conversation for today. We are here with Joyce Owusu of Purple Trends, Bright Aferi of Hillbill Shoes, and on the line is Amma Duncan of the Fabulous Woman Network. Before you guys give us your contact information, I'm going around for your final words. Whether you want to address Ghana or you want to address government, this is your minute. Joyce, I'm not asking you a question. What's your final word?
I am of the belief that Ghana needs entrepreneurs to survive, to grow the economy. And I would urge the government and the policymakers to put in place policies that would cushion entrepreneurs to survive in Ghana and even beyond the borders of Ghana. I would also want to urge Ghanaians to have or take more interest in Ghana-made products, because at the end of the day, as to whether the cedi will rise or be stabilized, it depends on how much we import into the country. I wish we could just wear Ghana, eat Ghana, do everything Ghana, and give some space to these foreign products. It will help the economy to grow.
Very important. It will help the economy to grow, and I agree. Bright Aferi, your minute. What's your final word?
Okay, so I'll say the entrepreneurship buzz in this country right now is very high. Like, every youth is trying to go into entrepreneurship because the government is pushing us to do so. And so if they are doing that, they have to create an enabling environment for us. They have to provide the funding that we need to be able to expand. With my years of experience in the shoe industry, there are two things I've realized that makes a successful shoe company. One is good products, two is good distribution. So far I've been able to come to the fact that I produce good shoes, but our demand currently is higher than what we are producing. And it's frustrating that people are asking for the shoes and you can't supply to them.
It must be. You watch all of that money go away.
Exactly. So I'm using this opportunity to call on investors, anyone who wants to make lots of money. Hillbill is open for partnership. You can give me a call, we can have a discussion, and then we can expand the business to a global platform.
So if you're an investor interested in making money, stay tuned. In the next 2 minutes, I'll let him give his phone lines. Amma. Hi, Amma.
Hi.
Great. So what is your final word?
Well, I lost everything that happened because Love FM went off and I couldn't hear, but it's fine. My final word is please. We are energized. We are happy to help build this economy. We, the youth of Ghana, but we need a lot of support. We need mentorship from people who've been there, done that. We need injection of funds, and these funds can be dispersed through the hubs because the hubs are communities that are building entrepreneurs. And please, let us not only focus on Accra. We love Accra, but please let it spread to the rest of the country too. We all have a potential. We are all able to grow when we are given the right support that we need.
So if someone wants to contact you, Amma, how do they do so?
So I can be reached via email, hello@amaduncan.com. My WhatsApp number, God forgive me, but I have to put this out, is 0244 72 10 62. And I can also be reached via LinkedIn, Instagram, so Amaduncan, or my website is amaduncan.com.
Go over the phone line again, the WhatsApp number. God forgive you, but you go right.
So it's WhatsApp number 0244 72 10 62. 0244 72 10 62.
Thank you very much, Amaduncan, for joining us.
It's been a pleasure, Daniel, and nice meeting the other bride and
Joyce.
What's the lady? Joyce, I need to reach out to you, please. Could you contact me? I need to talk with you.
I will.
All right. Thank you very much. Since I'm on you, Joyce, now, how can you be contacted?
Okay, so you can call or WhatsApp on 0247 88 1320. 0247 88 1320. I'm on Instagram as Purple Trends GH, website purpletrendsgh.com. I'm on LinkedIn as Joyce Owusu, Facebook Joyce Owusu, and then my business page is Purple Trends GH.
That's Trends with a Z.
Trends with a Z. But with the website, whether you use Z or S, it will still come to the website.
purpletrendsgh.com.
Yes, please.
All right. And for Bright?
Right. So you can send us a message on all of our social media handles. Facebook is Hillbill Ghana. Instagram is Hillbill Shoes. Twitter is Hillbill_shoes. You can also give us a call, WhatsApp, any of the numbers I'm about to mention. That's 0243 492703 or 0542 302 464, or it's also 0302 905 480. So any of these numbers, we can get in touch with you and then can have business.
All right. Or you can just contact us here at Joy. I mean, if you're listening to us and you're interested in any way, you want to get yourself a pair of shoes, you want to reach any of these guys, I mean, this gentleman or any of these ladies, just contact us here at Joy FM. Ask for the people who came on Monday morning advertising their businesses, because that's what they listen to. Daniel, you interviewed somebody. She was talking about some shoes sometime. Yeah. We'll point you to them. Thank you very much. You guys have made my morning very, very amazing.
Thank you for having us.
Great, and all the best. My prayer is that in the next few years, when I'm interviewing you guys will be at a much, much bigger level than this. All right. So that's it for today's Super Morning Show on Joy 99.7 FM. Apologies if you were expecting the news on top of the hour. We extended the Super Morning Show. Apologies for any inconvenience. So what we are going to end with is a simple call. We started by talking about road accidents, and we realized that our number one complaint that we saw from the text console is what we ourselves drivers do to ourselves on the roads. So we have a role to play. And then we started talking about businesses. And here too, we find that someone is looking for investment, someone is looking for customers in Kumasi. People are not patronizing their businesses enough. So again, there's something that we can do. So yes, we've screamed as government, but when you point the finger, 3 points back at you. Have a super day.
At Afrodan, we believe that